Okay, this is Mr. Simondera. I am going to do a video assessment on the Columbian Exchange and triangle trade as it relates to mercantilism. First, I'm going to identify various parts of the triangle. We have Africa, we have the New World, and we have Europe. Now, when we look at this triangle the way it's set up, the New World is really referring to the Caribbean and certainly South America. And we still know that there's plenty of colonies going on in North America, but our real focus is going to be on the Caribbean. Needless to say, we have, let me switch colors. From Africa, in the triangle trade, the major item that's being transported, unfortunately, are slaves. And from the New World back to Europe is going to be raw materials. And specifically from Europe back to Africa, and actually it's fair to draw a second line going in this direction, because in both directions, from Europe to the New World and from Europe to Africa, we're going to have finished goods. In class, we also call these manufactured goods, so I'll put manufactured goods on this side too. Might be hard to read by now, but that's the idea of triangle trade. So from Europe, we have manufactured goods going in both directions. From Africa, we have specifically slaves going from Africa to the New World, and from the New World we have raw materials. Now, raw materials might include things like cotton, tobacco, sugar. So if I wanted to write all those items in, that would be a good idea. Part of the Columbian Exchange were different things like corn, potatoes, tomatoes, and various other food products are going to go from the New World over to Europe, and they will be introduced to it. Europe, on the other hand, as part of the Columbian Exchange, certainly sending back manufactured goods like clothes and cigarettes and rum and various things. But we're going to also see the citrus fruits going back in this direction from Africa and Europe over to the New World. Things like grapes and bananas, peaches and pears, all different types of things. Horses are going to be going into this direction. Now, all three of these points of the triangle trade, along with the Columbian Exchange, really add up to the key word mercantilism. And it's a little out of focus there, but mercantilism means money for the mother country. So we've got countries like Spain and Portugal who are going to be the key players in this. Spain and Portugal are going to have a favorable balance of trade because they're going to get products from here, they're going to exploit the colonies, they're going to get products, they're going to send them back and trade them right back to where they started from. So the cheap labor in the New World, the exploitation of goods in the farm fields and so on, is going to lead to manufactured goods over here in Europe, and they're sending them right back. Now we could even leap it one more step. Because they had a favorable balance of trade with mercantilism, money for the mother country, we're going to see how those absolute rulers in Europe, specifically in Spain and Portugal and England and France, will eventually become absolute monarchs because they will have so much wealth from the New World. This is Mr. Simondera. I hope this has helped.